Here with us today is Tom Harris from Hardage-Giddens Oaklawn Chapel and Oaklawn Cemetery to talk about a growing trend in funeral services, celebrations of life, and how families are honoring their loved ones in personal and meaningful ways. Welcome to the show. Thank you so very much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, David.
Okay, so what is a celebration of life and how does that differ from maybe a traditional funeral?
Sure. So Hardage-Giddens, we've been around for over 100 years in the community doing traditional funeral services. But families today are looking for something a little bit different, a little bit more personal, maybe a little more authentic. So when we think about a celebration of life, we're trying to bring out those things that were really most important and most relevant to someone. And it's a little bit more about celebrating what made them that wonderful person that we're all going to miss versus mourning.
Gotcha.
Just mourning.
So more like pictures and videos and things like that we would see, right? Like that kind of thing?
Absolutely. So yes, we're going to bring in all those elements that that tell that story of that person's life.
That's very cool.
What were their hobbies? What did they do for a living?
Yeah.
What things about their personal life that tell the story of who they are.
Excellent. I love that. Okay, so why do you think this type of service is becoming more popular?
Well, again, I think it is really because people are looking for different things and more personalized things. And that includes funerals. People want it their way, and we listen to what our customers have to say.
Right.
So over the past 5 years, we've had about a 60% increase in people saying they want a celebration of life.
Wow.
And that's true for whether it's a traditional burial or cremation. Really no different. Right? People want to celebrate that person's life in a different way.
Yeah, because we miss them.
Absolutely. So we do that. Actually built a beautiful event center at Oaklawn Cemetery.
That's awesome.
It's called the Legacy Lodge, and it's really designed just to help celebrate that life. So it's seating, conversational seating we call it. So banquet style, holds about 200 people.
Wow, it's beautiful actually.
Yes, families have found it very comforting and just a different way to have a memorial or service.
Right. Yeah. I actually think it's very beautiful. Okay, so what are some ways Oaklawn Cemetery helps families personalize those services?
Yes, well, you hit on a couple of them. So one of the things we do is we create movies and vignettes that talk about lives of the people that we're celebrating, right? So photographs, you just upload them or bring them to us and we create a movie. And it tells that story in that way. So it's a visual effect. We also focus on what they see, right? So we have tables set up that are vignettes that we bring together elements of what families tell us were important to that person.
Wow.
I'll give you a good example. We just recently had lost our leader, Jody Brandenburg. He was president of the company, 50 years in the funeral business.
Holy cow.
Oh yeah, quite a leader. And we had his celebration of life at Oaklawn. Some of the things that were important to him, of course, were what he did for a living. But beyond that was family, very important.
Absolutely.
So we brought in lots of family pictures. We brought in things he loved to do, fishing, hunting, things outdoors, and things about his life before the funeral. He was a baseball player. And the fun thing is, a lot of people didn't know that about Jody.
Wow.
That he had played baseball at a professional level.
That's amazing.
So it was really neat, and it tells that great story and lets people share their own stories at the same time.
I love that. I think that's very beautiful. So can families still pre-plan a celebration of life?
They can, and it's an important thing to do. So celebrations of life, funerals, all can be pre-planned ahead of time, and it's a gift that really is important to give to your family. It eliminates that emotional stress on the day of a death, as well as the financial burden on the family. Plus, you can do things at your own pace and fit them into a budget that works for you.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's the first step to get started?
Great first step is to come by Oaklawn Cemetery, take a tour. We'll show you what the cemetery has. We can show you the event center, and you can really see for yourself how we set these up. We have displays up all the time.
Yeah.
Then you sit with one of our counselors, and they're licensed, and they can help you go through what's important to you. So if you want something simple, great, we can plan that. If you want the biggest party Jacksonville's ever seen, hey, we can do that too.
Right. So, I like that. That's very cool.
And everything in between.
Right. So we can cater to everybody's needs, right? So however they want their family member to be remembered or celebrated. I got to tell you, Tom, on a personal level, my Aunt Marion, you guys laid her to rest, and that was, it was beautiful. You guys did a fantastic job, so I can speak to personally that they do an amazing, amazing job. There's a lot of respect. There's a lot of compassion that goes on with you guys. So thank you very much, Tom. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that story.
Of course. It's my pleasure. Perfect, Tom. Thank you so very much, guys. And if you want to catch this segment again, head over to First Coast News Plus.